PR Connections Radio presents.
Did you know your clothing could help balance your body's pH levels? Our cutting-edge fabric technology naturally promotes optimal pH balance, helping you feel energized, refreshed, and at your best every day. Use promo code PRTalk for more info. Tap the link in the description or contact our experts at 702-445-9488 to learn more.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Lisa Vasquez coming to you. I'm your host today, Liberating Menopause, PR Connections Radio. Thank you for hosting me. Today, I have a special guest. We're still talking about dreams, visions, talking to the women in the workplace. We're speaking about the women who, well, everybody, we're all at work. We all start to lose dreams and lose things that we created in ourselves a long time ago. And actually, because say for instance, me, I had to get up every day and go to work, right? I work in the medical field, and every day I had to put on that same uniform every day. I had to be, in relation, and I felt like a compound, because we all had the same uniform. It was all these scrubs. And as I told you back in the past, one of my videos, that it felt like pajamas. And for me, I'm a woman who loves to speak to women, and especially in their situations in mammography when they're coming for their screening, or could have some unfortunate diagnosis that they're following up on, or they've just had some bad news right before they got in. Point is that when we're wearing this uniform all the time, honestly, you forget what you look like. You don't even know, because then I go home, and after 8 hours a day, what do? I'm going to kind of jump into my home lounging clothes. It could be my pajamas. It's just something, t-shirt, throw on, something comfortable where, now I'm at home, and you got like 4 or 5 hours as you get ready, have dinner, this, that, and now you get ready, go to sleep, you wake up, and here you are again. And that's who you are. And you put on the same kind of makeup, and me, every day I always had a different look. I really hate looking like a repeat every day. So I always made sure my hair, something was different. But it really doesn't, it wasn't easy to make that change and really think that, wow, today, as you know, in the past, we've talked about that I became an author, I speak, and running a company, Modern Menopause. Those weren't things that I saw when I was working as a mammographer. Dreams I could have had, but not what I seen. And then to see that in me as being this person, I joined a pageant one time. And during that pageant, it wasn't, I was picked up I was volunteering at the Heart Association. So here I am volunteering, having a good time. And these girls asked me if I wanted to join this pageant. Didn't know exactly what it was. I thought it was really fashion. I thought, ooh, fashion, clothes. Yeah. Let me see. Because, there was an exciting moment for these girls to approach me. So I joined, but I wasn't chasing the crown. I was there. I had 4 months to train and find out that I had to be in front of judges. There's going to be fashion clothes changes. You have to have these photographic pictures by a photographer, a specialist. So I never did any of that. I had to hurry up and find somebody. And it was pretty generic. It wasn't as professional as what I'm talking about today. So my question today, and what I'm bringing to you, is why is it that we have to wait for a special occasion? Why do we, we go to weddings and we're all there and everybody wants to get into that photograph. They want to go stand under the hearts or whatever is displaying. Everybody's in there and they're in their best suits for that day. And then, or there's a special baptismal party. Why is it always that the photographers only come to those special events, and that's when we look for them? That's when we look for us to project something different just for that day. And it's not even our event. We're there as a guest, just taking those pictures. And then today with our selfies, there's so many selfies and there's so many misleading things just from that camera alone. And I mean, honestly, we do this a lot because I do it a lot. I was neglected when I was young in pictures. My family, everybody was older than me. So when it came to taking pictures of me, I think I only had 3 of them as a kid. Everybody else had a lot. So that's why I'm a little freak on pictures. But the thing about it is that, coming out in different images, seeing yourself in selfies all the time kind of gets so commercial. And those pictures, they just actually live in the camera. They're not something that you display. Maybe some people do, but we change filters, they change color of your eyes, you change all these different things with this selfie. And what exactly you're looking for is what the beauty that you actually present, that's all natural and normal, but you're covering it with, I know so many beautiful women who still do different colors in their eyes and all this, and they're like beautiful as it is, but there's something more they're looking for, and I don't understand what that is. And so today, I recently had the opportunity, because as you know about my book, so now I really need some real professional pictures. And this time I really knew who to go look, because you really need to find the person who knows where to look in you to see you and bring you out. And it doesn't matter where you're working, who you are, even company, factory workers. Women, we are all women, and we really have a beauty that gets lost and hidden on the journey. Through the menopausal cycles, through the fluctuations, we start to turn invisible because we're gaining weight, or, we're having adult acne, or things like that we think we're not that, made for an image. But when you have an image that really brings your whole natural nature, and when you see that image displayed, and when you look at it and say, wow, wow. That lens caught that photographer. I'm telling you this because I just recently did some headshots, and I was just amazed at just my unedited pictures. I'm really fascinated and proud of them because they weren't even edited yet. And then when she told me we still get to edit them, maybe I had a fly hair or something hanging out. But anyway, it's just the idea that, wow, and then you're going to touch this up and bring out something even more than what I'm looking at. It was crazy, incredible. And so this is who I'm talking about today. Her name is Olga Filatova. And here she comes joining me today. There's Olga. And the special part about today, having Olga here, is that you can't see it on my Liberating Menopause, but I actually had a V table made. As you know, my last name is Vasquez. And so I had a V table made, and I haven't had any real locals here to talk to at the V table. So today I'm at the V table speaking with Olga.
Thank you for having me, Lisa. It's my pleasure to be. And my name is Olga Filatova. I am a boutique photographer.
She's a boutique photographer. You see that? She does fashion models. She does so many beautiful events. And that's what I mean. From the things that I've seen and what she displays, I didn't think that she can create something that beautiful. It's a real creation. It's the art. And when you're sitting there with a real photographer, I'm not talking about the ones that you go to the store and you capture, because they're going to capture you in their quick way, right? It's kind of more commercial than anything. But when I sat with Olga, she was giving me cues for my pictures, and her, she was so beautiful, I wanted to take pictures of her. So, this is what I'm talking about, that, our hormones, they may shift, but, that beauty really lies there. And so I wanted to ask Olga, what do you do to find, looking at women, that expression beyond, what you're seeing? Say you're at work, you're a leader, and you just came out and you have your badge on, and you're in your uniform or whatever. She can capture something. What would you capture out of that kind of a woman? How do you bring that beauty out?
Well, definitely, thank you, Lisa. I want my people to be comfortable. So I made them feel comfortable with me, because it's always a stress to be in front of the camera. It's always a stress to see how do I look, what I do, what I have to do. So what I do, I help people to pose. I help to share my vision. I share in my vision. I see something because everybody is different, and like what works for you might not work for somebody. So I see, and then we like that's why we meet, we talk about that's what I do in-person consultation, how that we can get to know each other, talk about your family, your kids, and everything. What are you doing? What do you do for work? So that gave me an idea what I should think about it, how I can bring my vision with who you are, or bring out of what is inside of you. I want you to relax with me. So we laugh, we make some joke, maybe not, depending, like some maybe not understand my humor or whatever. But I just, what's important for me is that to make my people comfortable with me. Meaning, when you feel comfortable, you trust me. When you trust me, you open up.
And you do. So, Olga, I didn't know what I should be wearing. I didn't know anything. So what she did was she went to go look at my pictures. And she picked out something that I had on about 4 years ago, I think. And it was a beautiful dress, and I still have it. And I was like, wow, really? That picture? Because I only wore that dress once, and I took a picture once, and I loved it, but that was all I had. And again, it was a selfie, so, it's hidden in the files. And as she went through them, she's like, that dress. And then, my book is The Girl in the Red, right? So she gave me a hookup. I had my red hat on. I'm a hat and fascinator girl. I love, changing hats. So she picked up my hat. She picked up my dress. And gosh, I'm telling you, so when she shared those moments behind the camera, when she really looked at me, I was like, wow. I honestly, it's hard to understand, and this is why I bring it to you as working women, because there's so much more when you call out on a photographer to come look at you, to give you that vision of their version of what the camera's going to create from that lens. So when you were share a moment where you saw one of your ladies saw themselves differently, like somebody that you built up differently besides me.
Well, I'm doing an age campaign, 40 women, focusing on 40 women over 40. So you might be in 40, 50, 60, to celebrate their beauty, to celebrate the woman you've become, to make them feel comfortable and open up for me. What was the question was about?
How you bring that different out of the woman.
So and that is like what I think is mostly about that. Again, I'm repeating myself. Getting themselves comfortable and trust me with my vision and the pose that we love, we're having good time, and about also what important to do before we also do talk and choosing the dress that supports the woman, because we have different color, we have different skin tone. That is important, that I can help you. Okay, I think that dress will bring your eyes, or that will bring your personality, or that color will make your eyes pop or hair more look beautiful. So that and what is everybody is different. I want them to bring that differently from each, because you feel different, and I want that to come out. When you relax and take a breath, and that coming out, and that is where I am. I'm taking picture of what is coming out to me.
Yeah, and it's real in essence that she really captures it. It's unbelievable to see how she does that in action, because it was early in the morning, to top it off, when I was doing these pictures. So this capturing of that essence of what she's saying is so important. And women, when you have a dulled work identity and they're not feeling good about themselves, is there anybody that ever came to you that was really
feeling down?
Like I can't do that. That's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, even you committed to have a partnership with me, and you come, a lot of things happen on your way. Even maybe you're just driving and somebody across the road. We are all emotional. We have so much going on, especially women. They have a lot on their shoulders. You have to take care of kids. If you don't have, you have to take care of your house, of your pet, everything. You always have to take care of everything. Take care. And when you come, you have so much going on. And so that always, I have so many people, man or woman, they come very like feeling down or stressed about their look. I said, first what I do, I speak always from my heart. I always make them a compliment because that's how I see it. That's how I feel. I said, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Or, oh my God, you're so handsome. Because that's what I see. Because people come, they forget. They forget how look they are. They forget how soul looks like, because there's a lot of stuff they're thinking about because of work, of life. And when they come to me, I see what they are. And I said, oh my God, they're so beautiful. What they were stressing about. Some people said, oh my God, something is not ready. I said, no worries. Take your time, come to me, and we will work on our magic.
And that's exactly what it is, magic. We will have her links up for you to see her website, because she does a lot of headshots. She does just real people in headshots and fashion shots and lots of different beauty. But I'm telling you, when you see these pictures, and I'm hoping we're going to show my pictures today, I think so, because I really want you to see that there is a deeper beauty in us. And, there has to be something that keeps us fueling while we walk that journey of the work lane, until we hit that retirement, but something that really keeps us pumped up, that empowers us and reminds us that, even though we're going to work, when we do come home, and again, I don't want you to have to wait till you go out, we get all jazzed up. You just need to know that beauty still exists in you, and to bring it out and have those pictures hanging of yourself in your own little studio, even if it's your own restroom, something that reminds you and shows you that there's a real beauty to yourself, because we're all fashion models of our own becoming, leaders of a life worth capturing, for sure. In a world that's constantly, where, women are always, again, when you go home, or like she was saying, when you're in traffic, you're getting slammed by the people, oh gosh, especially on that 405 California, I used to hang out on there. So just seeing all the people, how you go to work, but then, that traffic, you're all bummed when you got to get back into that traffic. But honestly, when you look at this picture and pull it out, right now I got to see all my unedited pictures, and I just get amazed at myself, like, wow, really? It's just a fascinating comfort. And through different expectations, what do you think helps someone remember who she truly is? What do you think? How do you remind somebody of who they truly are when they come to you and they weren't feeling really good, and now they see their pictures? And how do you show them the beauty?
I just show them what I see. I just show what I capture what I see. I show them when I see that's what I see, and they say, "Wow, that's me." Because that when we work, is a process. We building a connection between us. That souls, the two souls combine. We work in our magic, and then when I take a picture and you relax, that magic when it's happened, even they don't know. And when I see that is how you look like, and I show them a little example, and they say, oh wow, that is me, and they feel like more like relaxed, and they feel more trust for me, and that was very important for me.
And that is very important, because, on the spiritual side of our lives, and we are all spirits first, we do forget to look at our souls. And, looking through your eyes is the window into your soul. And when Olga looks with that lens, it's like that's what she captures. And I didn't know how to bring that out in this conversation, but it's truly, it's like seeing your shadow live. You have a shadow, right? But you can't see the face of that shadow. That's the image that Olga brings out. She gives that shadow that you only see in a shadow, a face, an image. She brings it out from the lights and the camera and that lens, because of where she looks, from her heart to yours. it's just a beautiful thing. I'm telling you. That's why it was so important for me to bring her on, because there's a lot of photographers out there, but I've never seen them really reach through that window where it brings out this other beauty. And, again, as we walk through these lanes of menopause, the hormones shift, but our beauty just doesn't fade. It really don't. And in the soul, we have that first part of us that we really need to nurture. And when you see this picture, I guess that's what really brings you out with happiness, because it's a side of you that you don't see because it's covered up in the daily everything of what we do, right?
Absolutely. And also it's I'm a boutique photographer, and that we keep forgetting when we do selfie, what we talk about earlier, selfie, it's all on the phone, it's all on the computer. But what I do differently, I create a beautiful images first, and then I create products for you for displaying that when you come, home from work, you see yourself is displayed, beautiful printed in this frame or in canvas. You have of yourself or your family together. Is you have to be surrounded, because I grew up with that. I grew up with the album looking at it. I grew up with the picture displayed, and that's how I feel. Oh, that's me, and I feel beautiful. I feel loved, because that picture of me when I was a little girl, I was looking at me. That's me, and I loved it so much because I feel loved in the house because of all displayed print. And that's what I do, and I want to bring it back, and I'm bringing it back to my people.
Really, I went back into the history of photography, and honestly, when the first cameras and images started out, they were really land survey pictures. That's how photography really started before we got into all these other images with photography. I really went into that history because I really wanted to understand, where did it all start? How did this camera thing start? But they do say in today's world that, because of all the cameras and the selfies and the things that we do too, it's just, again, it's seeing yourself, but you're not really seeing yourself.
So yes, and Lisa didn't see her picture yet, the frame and everything. I'm going to show you whenever you're ready.
Okay. I wanted to know, going deeper than just taking a picture, they reveal something personal and powerful in each woman. How did you learn to see that essence so clearly?
I think you cannot learn that. You cannot learn that. I think it's me, because because it's me who taking the picture. It's me who I am. I'm deaf. I'm hearing impaired. I have my hearing aid. Is that my struggle? That my pain? That I don't hear. So I have to feel more. To see people, I have to understand and have what they're feeling. So I see that vibration because I'm deaf. I don't hear what they're saying. So I need to know what they're feeling. But that probably how that's happening, because it's who I am, how I grew up, where I grew up, what my struggle was, what I went through, what I'm still going through. That probably helping me in my work, because I'm an artist and I'm a photographer and I'm all yours.
Yes, see, and because that's exactly what I wanted to know. Is it something that you're taught, or is it something that you feel? And because of what she was just talking about, her hearing, she's going off that frequency of vibration that we carry. And that's a beautiful thing, because as I said, I know that there was something different about the beauty of what she's brought out in a lot of pictures that I've seen that she's done. And that kind of really sums it up, because that's really what it is. Because it's just like when, you lose senses of anything, you're going to pick something up deeper. And so to bring that out and see that's really something else. That's a real beautiful thing to carry, and to nurture that, because of this one. It doesn't show. You would never see that in her, because of how she reads that to you, how she talks to you, and how she displays you. Once you're in her element, once you're captured in her essence in that room, that's where, the magnetic fields just start going off, and we're just connecting, and it's just a real beautiful thing. And just to see her change colors or change the sheets, whatever she's doing to give you that background that's really bringing you out, is just, it's just really unbelievable. I'm really excited about it. And not only is she the artist, she's also an artist that paints and creates, and she creates jackets. And these are really, really cool things. I really hope you get to look at her website, because this is designed by her son. And her son, his name is Gabriel. He's a cute little guy, and he's 5 years old.
He's going to be 5 next
He's
summer.
5 years old, but he started painting when he was 3. And he started creating these cool, psychedelic paints, colors. He brought these things together, and now they're putting it on material, on jackets, on gym shoes, high top shoes, purses. I thought it was, and they show Gabriel, the little guy, painting. And these paintings that he's doing, then they're holding up the coat or the jacket somebody's wearing. That is that paint. It's just amazing. So this little guy who's going to grow up in this field is just already magnificent, and he doesn't even know it yet, but she does, because she's totally cool about all of this. That art is really something. It's just like if you like to cook, right? She likes to play with paint, colors, action, live, face, beauty, makeup, hair. She has it all, and it's a real beautiful thing. And being a boutique photographer, that's a big difference. That's not just a photographer that you're going to go buy from, certain stores where they have those displays up, because this is where you really find how to capture that essence. So I'm looking forward to this, because I haven't seen my pictures. So
Okay, well,
I'm excited. Yeah. We're going to do this live, and that's even more exciting because.
Yeah, so this is number one. That is.
Wow, did you see that? Oh my gosh. See, I was telling you.
Yeah, so you can see that.
Oh my gosh.
This way. It's okay, this way.
Oh my gosh, look at that. And see, I love the way she expressed.
Yeah, that is number one. That you have
that's number one.
We have like a box here.
Box, oh yes, see, it's like a whole book.
Oh yeah, we have this one. I think I will show you.
See, that's the girl in the red.
That's the girl in the
Because
red.
we're all hormones.
Mm-hmm. And then that was the dress what we were talking about, it kind of like.
And see, that was one thing when she asked me to hug myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I love doing that. When you love yourself, self-love, that hug. When she told me to do that, I was like more than thrilled to feel.
Good
Yeah, see, we're doing this live because I'm telling you now, that one really brings out a different essence of me. Look at that. Wow.
It's like how and
cool. Look at that. And honestly, I know this looks the same, but it's not. And I thought, for some reason, Roses. This is a whole different blouse from that dress.
Yeah, that's the
blouse. But it just happens to be the same. And see, it's something she brings out in me, the essence. And that is so beautiful. And,
there you go. That's so beautiful.
Yes. Wow. Can you imagine that? I'm excited. I really am. And, I'm excited that, here we are doing this live.
One more. Hold on. That's a little bit different.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Now you've been seeing me on this podcast for almost 15 episodes. So you know that there's a different look, but that look, oh my gosh, that one really has a lot of power. I would but I went to a beautiful conference in March, and I'm so grateful and thankful for Mrs. Anna Stewart Billings. She took me to this event. It's called Own It. It's called Badass and Beautiful. And it was like an extraordinary event to be at, where women empower women. And that bracelet actually is that bracelet is that there's a bracelet there. And it's from that event. And so it just happened, my sleeve fell and the bracelet showed. And really that was an empowering event. It really, casted so much in my view and vision of what, my life looks like and wants to look like, and being on that stage and talking would be part of the dream. But just being in that presence, being invited by Anna was a really great gift. And, so today I'm thankful to show you all these pictures, but more grateful that we get to share this conversation of what, real beauty is when it's coming through someone who knows where to look, how to display you, how to create you just from a lens. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I know you see a lot of people with different cameras and lenses, but to see and feel this kind of essence is very powerful. And, I really want to thank you because I'm excited to show those. We haven't posted anything, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. And so,
and I'm going to help you to hang it because that's what I'm doing. I also help you to hang it, how it look like. So I got you.
Tell the story.
I covered you because how to style, how to design, what frame's supposed to be, how it's going to look together. So you're not lost in all its variation and everything. And also I will help to hang. So I got you.
And it also comes in books too, right?
What?
When you display, don't it come in books also?
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm working on. That's going to be a book. It's just like for the women over 40. We have like two is one of this in unpainted clothes. We have one is going to be because unpainted clothes in Anna Billing store. We have a display of women, and also going to be another celebration is that I also display my art. So I didn't decide it's going to be a book or it's going to be my painting. So.
And also, we're going to talk about that breast cancer survivors, right?
Okay.
Yes. So we were talking about that she was going to start a campaign because she, as I told her, that working in the field of mammography and breast health and breast cancer, so many women, once that suddenly hits them and life has changed, there's so much more beauty that comes out of the woman when she returns with her power, when she's passed through it, when she survived it. And there's so much beauty in all of the whole process, because unfortunately it's a big fight, it's a big survival thing. And so Olga was talking about capturing more women who have gone through that story and want to project this image and show, because we're all a survivor in something, but in that survival is something very strong and empowering for women, because there's so many women being diagnosed yearly and going through that. And to have that hope hanging in a gallery, to see the beauty. I mean, we see a lot of stars that have gone through it, but once we heard about it, then they fade in the back. Well, with this campaign of the beauty of the breast cancer, breast health, however she's going to describe that, is to capture that essence in those women and recreate and bring that back, because for them to feel that power again is so important, and to see themselves again, because they are a new person now, because they've gone through and something, they went through the war and they came back, and they're here to show us how to get through it and stand tall and bring out that vibration, because it doesn't destroy us, it empowers us even more, and especially to pass that on to other people to survive.
Yeah, that's more what Lisa is talking about, that I'm going to be focusing on more also, it's like boudoir photography. It's more like open up, making yourself comfortable and open up a little bit beauty to see that you're still beautiful, despite, you have, it may not, you think you're missing something, you're missing in the body that, something, but that is your pain, your scars, and in boudoir photography, it's still, I want to show you that it's still beautiful. It's still, I don't know how,
there is still beauty.
If I'm allowed to say sexual, but I mean, you're still sexy, you're still beautiful, you're still who you are. It's not, that you have scar and you think you're missing something, you're not. It's who you are, That's why I want to show you and lift your spirit in boudoir, it's surviving.
Yeah, and I think that that's very creative, and I think that's really going to really lift a lot of women because they are still beautiful, and I've seen them all, and I know that's there. But to think of seeing them in these kind of pictures is I can't imagine how fruitful they would feel to feel that glow that's inside of them, because all those scars have a beauty. Because pain is beauty. We all know that. But this pain and that beauty is surviving and showing us women that, we're very powerful. And so thank you so much today.
That's my pleasure.
This has been, extraordinary. I mean, I'm just really excited about my pictures. I'm really looking forward to hoping that this sits with somebody who wants to really take that step, because that's what it is. I mean, people get afraid again that can't be me. I can't do that. But really, I mean, from factory workers, company workers, healthcare workers, everybody, there's just a beauty in all of us. And it's not just because of what we're doing at work, because once that day is over, that's the end of that. That energy is gone. But when you have this picture to live on and see you in action in that life, it's just a beautiful thing. So thank you so much, everybody, for hearing our conversation today. Olga, such a pleasure to have such an artist with us, because, again, we all want to have that love, self-love. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by NvisionU. NvisionU has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With NvisionU, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code NvisionU.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.